It's the official NRL Fantasy Podcast.
It is the official NRL Fantasy Podcast. I'm Paulie G, Luke Seifert, Andrew Mullen-O'Reilly with me. How are we?
Great. Manly's winning. Can't complain.
Nathan Lyon's back. We're all good.
I got some good news.
Yeah, hear me.
I'm going to announce the DPPs.
Mate.
Oof, hot off the presses.
Hot off the press. This is why you got to come 4 o'clock.
We've got a
Tuesday,
graphic on the bottom of the screen.
Drum roll. Just drum roll. It starts, and a lot of people are going to be happy with this. Ewan Aitken. He's got the centre position at last.
Even though everyone flicked him.
Well, they shouldn't have. He got a good score last week. And spoiler alert, he's in the second row for this game. So Jackson Purdue, he also picks up the duel, gets the half roll there. Josiah Karapani, he gets wing fullback. Isaiah Papali'i adds a mid, as does Jackson Ford. Tom Trbojevic, he'll add a centre. Phoenix Crossland adds a mid. Joe Chan adds a centre, and Orblix Tawa adds a mid.
Was Joe Chan all you?
You know I like him.
President of his fan
You know
club,
I like him. So that's okay. So what are we thinking? Tommy Turbo, that's good, isn't it? Because
Well, it makes sense. He's a centre now, isn't he?
Centre now.
it seems that way.
Hasn't lost at centre, is that right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Manly on
That's
3.
that's a hard start.
There you go. Just off the top of the dome too.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't correct me.
Lower than usual scores last week. More like your 2020 and earlier years scores, would you say? That sort of mid-900s a good score.
Well, it was lots of carnage. Lots of big injuries.
Was it just the carnage that led to those scores a bit lower than we've seen this season, or do you think it's a recorrection?
Well, for me, a lot of teams look very, very out of sorts and very tired.
They look tired.
Yeah, it's weird. I feel like I had a decent score, but it just like I was kind of happy with everyone, but it just didn't feel like it went well. You know, it just wasn't a big score. So yeah, it's
Outside of Terrell May, it was really
A lot of 40s.
a lot of 40s. A lot of some people even barely broke 50.
Yeah.
I just wonder if we've just got to remanage our expectations. I'm not sure with all the carnage and the fatigue factor.
I was really disappointed with Teddy's score on the weekend. I was really surprised. He even scored like a nice long try, and like it just what 27 or something like that. It was really.
It's not his favourite place to play. I guess,
they were diabolical. Even Marky marked 27.
Yeah, it can happen. By Fermor though, that was probably more remarkable.
That's what I mean. I just feel like it was one of those. I don't know. Like it's just outside of, like I said, outside of Terrell, and then you've got like I think it goes back to our bigger question that people were asking a couple of weeks ago. Is like, can you really afford to trade green dots if you've got less than 6-7 trades? I don't think you can. I think you're at the point now, unless you've got humongous amounts of cash in the bank. I don't really know if you can go like say flick a tap like with all the carnage, Tino.
Well,
can you flick it? No. I'm giving you your flowers here. Just accept it. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like with the Keon news, it's like
That's right.
Really,
you've
really
lost
tough.
Keon, Tino. You've lost 2 real big players straight away. Again, question marks on Haas this week. Again, he's still the Terminator. But my point is, one more twinge.
What if?
So
A lot of people are talking about selling AFB.
Reno, exactly right.
I don't know. Don't know if you can. Get your questions in. We're going to answer them at the end of the show. But right now, let's get to some previews, shall we? And the round kicks off with the Roosters taking on the Storm. It should be a huge game. Of course, it is in Sydney. That helps the Roosters, as does the fact Cam Munster's out. Obviously, Nelson Asofa-Solomona also out. Siwa Wong's back for the Roosters. I think that's a little bit, maybe a little bit earlier than expected, but he's at lock. So that's curious.
You know Fekete, Andrew?
I do. I picked him up a long time ago.
Fekete owners will be laughing.
So Moffat, Moller's there, they're laughing.
Yeah. The official team?
That was the whole reason I was scared picking him up. Because I thought, Wong comes back and Butcher comes back.
Yeah, I did it out of necessity, and it's been awesome.
It's great for you guys. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah.
No. Sandon Smith back for Townsend, but Hugo Savala lurking in the reserves, so that could go either way as well. And still no Pappenhausen, so that's another blow for us coaches. He just didn't come back.
Goes back to our rant 2 minutes ago. Like a lot of coaches are playing the long game here.
Yeah. So are you worried, Luke, if you own a Teddy or a Marky Mark, that was just a down game?
I said to you earlier, I think, so Manly had their big upset win. They basically had to get one of these next 3 games to kind of just stay in the hunt.
Yeah, now the Roosters.
Now it's the Roosters' turn because they dropped that game 2 weeks ago against the Tigers. They should have won.
Yeah.
Just like Manly did, just a couple of those other teams, the Sharks as well.
Yeah.
They've all kind of just, they're in different stages, but they've all got the same goal. This is their turn now.
I'll give you 3 big fantasy names, Andrew.
Go on.
Angus Crichton, Connor Watson, Harry Grant, all playing in this game. Are any of them pickups?
I like Connor Watson. I like Connor Watson as just the utility value.
Dual position.
Dual position.
Yeah.
But again, you can't go past Gussie, right? Like if you
Got
look
the
at
50 last week.
yeah, he's
Wasn't a great game for the Roosters, so the fact he got there.
I mean, you have to look at his halves that game too. So like,
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
yeah. So Walker's back now. I think Sanders Smith. They look better with Sanders Smith in the team. I don't know. I think Gussie's going to go all right.
It's a massive game, mate.
Yeah.
They got to somehow get this game. Otherwise, if they don't get this game and some other results go against them, they're in a bit of trouble because the other 2 teams that are fighting for the same spots, Cronulla and Dolphins, have got buys.
Yeah, I've done the ladder predictor,
Yeah.
and it doesn't look good for Roosters fans.
Well, I mean, if they lose and the Tigers win, they're on the same amount of wins as the Tigers.
That's crazy, mate.
So
That's what
yeah,
I'm
they
saying.
need to.
You can't drop the games that you're supposed to win.
And the record against Melbourne in the recent times isn't great.
No.
Yeah.
And then Melbourne are coming off a loss, so
Yeah, they don't
doesn't
lose
matter.
2 in a row.
Doesn't matter if Munster's not playing.
My only point on Watson, I think Watson needs to be really looked at now because I think of the Aaron Clark coming off a bit earlier in the Warriors Knights game.
Yeah, and what if?
Carnage. I'm just
The
saying,
carnage.
a lot of people don't have a second hooker.
I'll be set and forget old Clark. So
Yeah, I'm saying,
please
if
don't.
you don't have a second hooker,
Connor Watson, it should be on everyone's shortlist.
Yep.
Because at some point, or Harry Grant, if you want to go the other way, but
Yep.
at some point they might be called upon, and if you've down to your last couple of trades, you might just have to trigger it anyway.
yeah. So just keep an eye on that.
Cowboys v the Dragons is our Friday 6 p.m. game, and they were close, right? The Dragons, they were very, very close. Probably on another day they would have got the chocolates. I feel a bit sorry for their fans because they're giving 100% almost every game, this team, and probably don't have the wins that they deserve.
They've lost a lot of close ones this year, haven't
That's
they,
right.
Paulie? So, I mean, like Luke said at the very start of the year, this is a team that no one will want to play. It's a typical Flano team. They're going to try for 80 minutes. Sometimes talent will let them down, but effort won't.
Let's
So
have that end of polish.
Yeah.
That last guy to go to get the last
They
play.
almost got there.
Well,
They
I-
hadn't even had the big play.
I think we all
but-
agree. I think they were the better team on Saturday.
Yeah.
For 78 minutes of the game, they
Yeah.
probably did that. But again, that's not how it works.
The knockout punch.
One
Lockie
bad
Galvin.
kick, one penalty.
One unlucky.
And
yeah. And Galvin, that was an awesome pass. Not a great read from Sloane, but like an awesome pass by Galvin.
Yeah, and another injury for now. He was my man too, and it was looking good, and then
The
he
Reaper
scores the
stri-
try.
the Reaper strikes
yeah,
again.
no, it hasn't worked out this year. Anyway, drink water. I'm still holding the faith.
Oh, this is yeah. Well, I mean,
This is his game.
well, it was last chance to learn last week for me. I feel like this is like apocalypse now. I mean, they got to somehow just.
They're both of them have to.
yeah,
They
the
both
the
have to.
Cowboys win, they stay mathematical,
That's right.
which means I keep holding drink water, right? And at
But
some
he's
point,
got that up. He's got so much upside.
That's
but-
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Round 27 bye means at some point I'll probably move him on, but with all this
Yeah.
carnage, it's just.
How many trades you got, Paulie? You going to move him on?
I got 6.
Okay.
I might use some.
You might use some.
Might.
So by round
Yeah, well-
27, okay, we'll see.
You'll see. So that's what I'm saying. Like Drinkwater might have to be a trade out at some point because of that reason.
Flush with
Like
cash.
a wise man once said, can't take them with you.
Can't take him with you, Paulie.
I don't want to have him and Purdue as red dots
No,
in
yeah.
round 27.
My
when I've
only,
already-
my
who
only
knows what
takeaway
else.
from that game, how desperate it is, I would just loop Purdue at all costs.
Yeah, if you got Purdue, loop him, and even Drinky, if you're stacked in the wing fullbacks,
Yeah.
Yep.
loop him.
Lucky for some.
The Broncos take on the Eels Friday night, 8 p.m. and Brisbane coming off the bye. They've named all their big guns. Jesse Arthurs is back, but really I'm bearing the lead because it's Payne Haas, prop. And that's the guy that if you did flick him over Origin like me, I feel like you've got to try and get him back. And Andrew, the advantage is they play early enough in the round that probably, you know, especially with Colin Matungi out, you could try and make that work where if for some reason, with an hour before kickoff, he's not named or he's benched or whatever, you can reverse it.
Yeah, I mean, I think he plays.
Me
I
too.
think he plays. Whether it's reduced minutes, but even if he's playing reduced minutes, it does not matter. I think he plays, like Luke said a couple of weeks ago again, he's so important to their team.
Yeah.
So important.
And it'll be so important to our fantasy teams.
Yes.
I mean, with May and him and let's say Cleary, again, spoiler alert, he's back. They're the big three.
Yep.
Everyone else, they might only get you a 40.
Yep, that's right.
He's just too important. He's just too important to your fantasy team, and it's too sickening watching. Like he gets again.
Too sickening.
It's too sickening watching not owning him, because the problem is he'll get 75 on one leg.
Yeah.
He has done. He has done.
He literally scores a try.
Yeah.
You're looking at 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
then you go, oh, like you just because I know a lot of people like that mentions us.
Yeah.
They're struggling to get him. So they're at a point now because of
you
all the
gotta- I
carnage.
think you gotta
they have to
try.
pick between Haas and Yo.
I think you got to pick Haas.
I think you
That's
go Haas.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like it's just. It is
I mean,
what it is
that's
now.
why things always happen in fantasy. That's why I'm so hesitant to trade out guns.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like because
right.
you never know if
Yeah, I
you're going to
agree,
be
I
able to.
agree.
The old rule, the oldest rule in the book.
Never
Don't-
trade guns. Never trade out guns.
Shout out our man Linty. He's still got 12, 13 trades left.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah,
He's loving it.
there's other fires that you need to put out. So yeah,
Yep.
never trade out. That.
Great.
And then your boy Zach Lomas continues to fire.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, he keeps scoring tries. That helps.
I reckon Mitch Moses
Well,
being
That's
back,
going to help. Yep.
you know, that's really going to help. Josh Papali moves to fullback,
Yep.
so that's interesting. I'd love to see him at the back. Dean Hawkins keeps his spot in the halves. No Dylan Brown. That's another big talking point. But
Do a lot of people still own Eongi?
I know that Eric did. He was
Yeah.
on the show last week, so that's going to be
Bit of a
another
blow.
trade out. it
Bit of a
looks
blow.
like.
Yeah.
And a lot of
then-
and a lot of people salary dump to get Talon to Silver as well.
Yeah.
But again, that's
okay.
That's really Blake Glass in case of an emergency.
You know what?
Well, I salary dumped for Joe Ash, and I haven't played him. It's just
But this week could be the week.
Could be the week, yeah.
Or at least
100%. You got
And-
to loop him this week.
And
100%.
okay, De Silva didn't get the score we wanted last week, but he had the minutes.
Yep.
It was 40-40 split. I was worried with Riley coming back, he might only get 20
I think,
minutes.
and I've got a
I think
hunch,
it's okay.
I've got a hunch he might get more.
That's right. I wouldn't be worried if you got De Silva for a salary. dump.
They didn't bring him over to sit on the bench.
Yeah. The Warriors and the Titans are playing at 3 p.m. on Saturday afternoon, and I tell you what, those Warriors, they just keep finding a way to win. Andrew, that was one of the finishes of the year.
I mean, it was crazy. I was working here and I was in disbelief. Last game of the round, last play of the round, and it was like
Missed a
speechless.
penalty goal.
Yeah.
A blocked field goal, charge down.
And he's so special. Halasima, he's not even going to be a star. He already is. So he's just so good. 19, like, unbelievable.
Well, I mentioned Derek
Sickening
Wells.
how much talent that one kid can have.
Mentioned Derek Wells, Luke. He's a Knights fan, but he had traded in Halasima that week.
Bittersweet.
He surprised Bradman how quick he was too. He took off, and I think they went, oh no.
Yeah, it took it like Bradman had to like.
I'm not going to get him in time.
And then the movie put on Gagai, like, yeah.
And the smarts to just go to ground at the end and not try to reach out and then end up with a double movement.
Oh, yeah.
And the momentum obviously brought him over.
He was just an absolute wrecking ball.
Yeah, he's
By
got-
the time he got that 10 metres, no one was
Yeah.
going to
Yeah,
stop him.
he's got all the tools.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have to be good to hold Jacob Laban to the bench because he's another
That's it.
guy
He's-
that's
yeah,
got plenty
no,
of
just-
ability.
I just got a bit of a spider sense for this one. Because keep an eye on Aaron Clark this game.
This is a revenge game for him
Yeah.
against his old club,
Yeah.
but we're worried
Tanner
that
Boyd
he's
as well.
playing hurt.
Well,
And Tanner Boyd.
he was not on the field when Halasima scored that try.
No, he
Came off,
late.
which
Yeah.
which I think again.
People
You're
are
speaking this
nervous.
into existence,
I'm
Leaky.
just saying,
I can't,
it's been the
I
theme.
can't.
It's been the
I
theme
got
of the year.
nothing
I'm
left.
telling you.
Yeah.
Just
Been
need
the theme.
everyone to hang on.
Yeah,
I think he's been the most improved player this year.
Yeah,
Been close
that's
to
fair.
it.
without doubt. Yeah.
Jaden Campbell, I thought he played well for the Titans even though they lost, and I expect even bigger things from him in the run home. I know the Titans, but I just think for him,
2 awesome try assists.
yeah,
Like, yeah,
he's
again.
got the potential.
Yeah.
Without Tino, I'm a bit worried though.
Yeah, both for more should bounce back.
You'd hope so.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
But again, also too, I think we're blowing over the big point of this game. That's Desi's 500s.
Desi's 500.
So surely, to your point, they're going to get up for that.
It's all
I know.
fine.
Send him, well, I'm just.
I don't know if they're playing for him, man.
No David Fafita, but
It's a big
the other
occasion. It's a
guys
big
are there.
occasion.
Oh, it's massive.
big occasion.
It's massive, and he deserves. Yeah, he deserves.
And also, they're a
He
bit like a
deserves-
shooting star. You just don't know what you're going to get with them either.
Yeah.
So
Look, they could shoot the
Remember
lights out,
last
couldn't they?
year? I don't know if the Warriors lost. yet or something like that?
Oh no, it was
On the
Anzac.
Titans
It was
Anzac.
Anzac. It was their first Anzac Day
Yeah.
game
Over there.
and they
lost to the Titans,
They
who hadn't
kinda
won a game.
bottled it. Yeah.
So who knows?
Panthers v the West Tigers, and there's some players heading back to, well, not Penrith because it's in Parramatta, but still, this is a rivalry game these days. If it wasn't before, Luai and Taruva, they're both in the spine with Api Coruscant. That's 3 ex-Panthers.
Yeah.
Nathan Cleary's back, Isaiah Yeo's back.
Battle of the Big Cats, Paulie. You guys feeling confident?
Look, I think we'll put up a good showing.
You guys beat them in Bathurst not long ago, so
Yeah, and this side's stronger.
it is. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, back to those bottom 8 teams. You can't lose these games. Penrith drop 1, they're vulnerable straight
They're back
away.
to being vulnerable.
Yeah, so they can't really
No
really
Scott
take
Sorensen.
Well, a lot of people are eyeing him too.
Yeah, another.
He just plays so tough. He just gets injured. He's like Nick.
Yeah.
He gets injured so much.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah.
comment.
So this is a battle of the captains here, Paulie.
Yeah.
Cleary or Terrell?
Well, every time you go off Terrell, like, it goes against
Yeah,
you,
but
doesn't
is Cleary going to goal kick? Like, and this is the whole thing. Like, Cleary hasn't been doing
No
anything most of the
Alamotti.
kicking.
No,
Yeah.
Lamotti, he might.
I know,
Edwards could.
but I'm just saying. Are you willing to gamble that he's going to be?
What did he get
fitness
against
now?
Para with
Yes.
on one leg,
Yeah.
one leg in 60 minutes or something?
Yeah, benched.
Yeah, come from
But
the
what would you rather? Would you rather take the risk or get the Terrell 70 minutes,
Yeah.
the guaranteed 65?
It feels
At
like
least, yeah.
May's going to get up for it because his
100%.
mates and his brother
and he'll
wants
be up
it.
for Taylor too.
Yeah, so I'll just stick with Terrell this week.
Yeah,
I don't mind the captaincy roulette at some point.
Yeah.
This next month, but this week I'll probably.
And what'd you find of Adam Douey at lock? I liked it.
Yeah, so I brought him in last week on the back of him moving to lock as a bit of a mid-round trade in, and at half time, well, I was pretty stoked. Now, obviously, second half he was rested for half of the second half. Probably want a little bit more.
Does he get more
fantasy-wise.
minutes the better he gets?
Yeah, but he could still be a trade-in if you're willing to take that chance. They've got a buy still to come, but he is dual position.
Yep.
So
I think he's found a home there. I think it's going to be like Dylan Walker when he moved there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a ball playing because he's bigger. I don't see. I think with his free agency coming up, I think he adds a lot more value there.
Isaac Tuipulotu Thompson, he comes in. So that's a former South.
Haven't seen him for a little while, have we?
Charlie Staines.
One of the quickest in the league, right, Paulie?
Well, that's what they said. I don't know after the injuries.
That's what a certain person said.
Yeah.
Is he injured?
No, he should be.
Oh, he just got dropped, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie?
Yeah.
No, I think he's in the reserves. I think
Okay.
a few too many drop balls, probably. Dylan Edwards, though, 100.
Oh, mate.
Raised the bat.
He did the Mollers, mate. He did it himself. He did
Could you bring him
everything,
in?
mate. He did
Wing
everything.
fullbacks? You can always do with
He was
more
ball
wing
playing.
fullbacks.
He was tackle. He did
Kicking.
13 tackle breaks, didn't he?
Anyone
Kicked the
bringing him
goals.
in? And what about Isaiah Yeo this week? Is that a must trade in? And if you already own Haas?
Have to get him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you got some cash with Keon, I think you have to look at him.
Have to get him, mate.
Dual positions have been updated. We mentioned at the start of the show, so if you missed that, you can go back or just look in. I think the big ones are players like Turbo and UNA.
Well, you can just move them around. You can just
but
move them around.
they're in,
now.
so now you can move them around and get your questions in because we're going to get to them very, very soon. Got a few games left to go. And one of those games is the Rabbitohs v the Sharks. And Jai Gray, they needed him back, Souths, because he'll play fullback. And then Lewis Dodd, well,
Gets a run.
halfback with Jamie Humphries injured, and we all know what happened to Keon Kolomatangi, so Sean Kepi comes in for him. At least UNA can stays in the forwards. That helps if you did hold him. But Tallis Duncan in the centres, I think a lot of people are
That deal,
selling.
that stings, right?
Yeah,
That
a
does
lot of
sting.
This
people
team
are-
must have walked under a ladder or something. Like it's just.
It's
Well, from the Cam Murray in pre-season,
yeah.
like it's just been brutal for
I
him.
actually thought Humphries was actually like we were looking, but now again you look at it and you go, he's out now too. You're like, oh come on.
Every time you want to bring in a South player,
Yeah.
something happens and you can't do
I
it.
don't know. Like, I guess the only
Just
thing
stay away.
really focusing with them is Alex Johnson's record, but again, someone's got to pass him the ball. So,
Yeah. Yeah. He got one on the weekend, so he's getting closer. The Sharks. Andrew, they're a funny team to me because
Well, I picked the Chooks last week. Yeah.
I stuck with for the home ground advantage
Yeah,
only.
yeah, fair enough.
But I still felt lucky to get away with it tipping-wise.
Yep.
They just don't... Fitzgibbon's style, it's simple, but it is effective as long as you're in front, right? When you're in front, they're very hard to overcome. They get a lead, they kick to the corners, they play possession, they play percentages. And I know Nico Hines, people are saying, oh, he doesn't look like he used to. But this is how they win, with him just playing that more conservative game plan. Still had a good fantasy score.
Yeah, I mean, I said it a couple of weeks ago. They're a good team. They will come good.
Yeah.
They've just got to unlock something. And I don't know what it is.
The bottom right sides, their floor's higher, but I think the other bottom eight sides, their ceiling's higher than theirs.
Yeah, you're
So I
probably
feel
right.
like them. I feel like you kind of know the level they can get to with the other teams. I feel like on their day, if it's
Manly.
a full moon,
Can beat Melbourne in
you
Melbourne.
get them on the right day, you'll get blown off the park. Whereas
Yeah.
these guys, I feel like everyone thinks about the other way.
Yeah.
They go, oh, if we just get them in our level.
Yeah, they're a bit more compressed.
That's
They're-
right.
Yeah.
But they beat Melbourne as
floor's
well,
high.
to
Yeah,
be
but their
fair, to
yeah,
them
but Melbourne's
earlier
a
in the
bit of their bogey team a little bit because they get into that
Because,
niggle.
as you said, they kind of try and drag.
They drag it down. So. And Melbourne a bit of an iffy this year.
Now,
so.
you and I both own Fanua Blake. So are you worried because he looks
sure.
like he's playing hurt?
Sure, I'm worried. But again, back to your point, I just can't. If he's getting 42, if he's getting 25s and he's playing 30 minutes, then it's a discussion. But he's still getting a 42. We're at that point in the year now. If you don't own Tarpanay, you got Haas, you got Yo. Back to our rule, if you've got more than 6 trades,
Yeah, you could get
you
a
can
Carrigan.
entertain it. But if you've got less than that, I don't see the value. What's
He could come out and get an 80 any given week. He scores an 80.
He could score tries,
I'll be
yeah.
as respectful as possible. They're playing
Yeah.
a team that's basically half New South Wales
Yeah.
Cup size.
There's no Keon.
He
there's no
scores one
Tino.
try.
Yeah,
That 42 goes to a 65, and
that's
he's back
right.
in business.
That's right.
So
I agree.
I wouldn't be trading him out this week.
Just waiting for that one big score.
Well, I mean, I've had him all year, so I'm not going to get off him now.
No.
We play overall. That's the way he plays. He goes 80, 40 odd, another 70, back to 40. That's how it is. The Raiders take on the Knights Sunday afternoon, and those guys that brought in Simi Sungi as a bit of an origin cover, they are laughing because he's in the centres with Seb Chris out.
Your boy?
Yeah, what a game he had too.
Yeah.
But shame he's out. I believe he's injured, but hopefully back soon. Zach Hosking, speaking
The
of...
Mule's son, mate, he's one of the guys I've kept all year, and he's repaid
Good
his
hold.
faith.
Good
Mate, he's
hold.
a great player.
People are talking about bringing him back in.
Well, he earned a new contract. I wish Manly got him. He's a great player.
Yeah, and his opposing number, 12, Kai Pearce-Paul, is the other edge that keeps on keeping on.
Well, I can't. Yeah. And again, a lot of people flicked him too. I don't know why they did.
Well, the two guys they flicked were Hosking and Kai Pearce-Paul, and it's coming back to haunt them because they're both playing great. And I'm telling you now, Tarpanay could be the other one that people are going to be haunted by in this game. He's playing his old club.
Well,
he always goes big again.
I flicked him and I looked at him. First stint, he was sitting on 22, and I was like, I'm glad I got rid of him.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is amazing. And then in 10 minutes, he comes on and somehow gets to nearly 50. I was like,
That's right,
how does he
that's
do
the
it?
That's
It's
what I'm saying. That's the number. Like, and
Yeah.
again, like Paulie said, if he gets a try, then you.
What's the thing? He scored a try a couple of weeks ago and he only got 40 or something. Like, it's just like he's so hard to pick. But the only reason I got rid of him is because of the bye schedule, and I was kind of okay with mids. But yeah,
My only counter to the guys with Raiders players, to quote our great man Brad, it's just you just don't know what Coach Ricky's going to throw at you.
Well,
Because they're again, I'm not going to put the mocker on, but they're pretty much with their draw, they're pretty much going
They
to
might
get the minor
start resting.
premiership. And Ricky's all going to be at the long game, right? He's not going to run Tarpanay into the ground. You know
He
what I
might
mean?
give him a week
but because
off
their
here or there.
team's
But
so
they've got a bye coming up,
if
round
guys like
24.
Sasagian that are playing so well, he doesn't have to push the envelope.
What
with
about
it.
Hudson Young?
Mate,
if you
he's
went
killing.
Keon to Young, could you do that? Is that
100%,
crazy or is that...
100%? No, it's not crazy at all, mate. He's not flowed king.
Yeah.
scores tries.
He's the
too.
king of that sideways run. And he just gets fantasy
He's like the
points.
forward version of Teddy.
100%.
Yeah, little offloads.
Little-
yeah.
Mate.
Yep.
What about Phoenix Crossland for the Knights? Now he's got dual
Position.
He goes all day.
I mean, you could save some money and get a guy who's going to knock out 50s for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
They do have a bye next week.
Well, it goes back to our Brayley chat, right? Like this whole.
Well, he went back to his good minutes.
He went back to
right?
his good minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Gamble there.
Gamble did come on in the halves. Hastings played a bit of dummy half
Yep.
near the end. So Brayley's not getting 80, but he's he's getting better minutes.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs and the Seagulls, do I dare say they're saving the best for last this round, gentlemen? Because I don't know what it is about these two teams, but they just have a way of firing up when they take on each other. And this is a huge game with huge finals implications for both teams. Top 2 for the Bulldogs, that's what they're fighting for, whereas Manly obviously fighting for top 8.
Well, they're playing at the Allianz Stadium, the SFS, for the 30th anniversary of the 95 grand final. So and that's what that, if you haven't seen it, the Doggies jersey that they're rolling out this week, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also from last year's semi-final where Manly knocked the Doggies out, that was an awesome game. Doggies are probably the better team. Manly end up getting the win. So there's a fair bit in this. I can't actually...
Cole's try was one of the best tries of the year.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And Lockie Galvin, that was a great last play, but it would be fair to say that most of the game he was quite subdued.
Again, if you asked them a month ago, they probably go, yeah, we got this covered, but they're going to have to play a lot better this week to beat these blokes the way they play at the moment, because I think a lot of guys are around into form. Again, I think being fully not biased, but I think if they get a bit of a sniff this game, I think they'll start actually believing a little bit.
And Galvin seemed, when he played for West Tigers, seemed to play better when he was at the left side of the field, which is obviously Burton's domain, so he's had to move to the right, which is fine. He's played that for West Tigers before, but I worry about being a Jacob Preston owner. I worry about Galvin being able to get him the best ball in the best position, because Preston needs attacking stats to be fantasy relevant.
You've been unlucky there, because I think Preston's kind of turned into it this year compared to last year. He was getting a lot more base, but this year he needs to try to kind of stay relevant.
Yeah.
And I think it's back to your point. He's not getting that quality. He's not getting that quality ball.
He had that 1 month when he got to play on the left, and he got a lot of high scores. But other than that, it's a bit tricky.
Galvin will come good though. Like he's a talent.
He'll come good. It's just the question of does he come good
this season? Yeah, of course.
And you know who else it affects is the right winger, Jacob Kiddas.
That's a great matchup this week too.
Yeah. Him beat Garrick.
Because a lot of people own both of them.
Or they sold Garrick.
That's right.
Andrew, Garrick can pull out 90s and 100s. Like, people that sell him, they'll be...
Well, I mean, I sold him because it was either him, it was a real choice for me. It was Tommy or Garrick, and I just...
Yeah, you had to sell Garrick.
So I had to sell Garrick.
Far out. It's risky.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, Tommy delivered this weekend.
Yeah, I'm just saying I've got them both.
The thing about this matchup, especially fantasy, the matchups across the park, actually, you got kick, you got so many guys there.
Olaquati's back. It's huge.
Yeah,
against kick.
Yeah, it's like the matchups. It's really like this is going to be a cracker of a game.
And Jazz Tavanga, his owners that I held him and he delivered.
Unfortunately, to hold him another week, you probably needed. Again, you kind of got bailed out last week because of the Simkin issue.
Well, I might sell him this week. We're not supposed to sell green dots, but if he's only half a green dot because he's only playing half a game.
Again, we'll find out what happens later in the week, but you might take that as a bit of a sign and
I have taken it as a bit of a sign.
There you go. One of the trades gone.
It could be. Well, I'll wait mid-round. I love doing the mid-round trade. Let's make sure that everything lines up. But
Champagne taste on a beer budget, Paulie.
I just hope it doesn't rain.
Should be okay.
I hope it's a dry track because I think you get a lot of points in this game.
It's going to be a beauty. Make sure that you're watching and stay tuned to NRL.com because we'll be giving plenty of attention to that one. All right, let's get to your questions. And got some beauties coming in, no doubt, because I'm telling you, a lot of people, they've still got some trades and they want to use them. So we'll see.
Burning a hole in the pocket, right?
That's
Stephen
right.
B, he's there. Morning, fellas. I brought Dino in as a cheap gun. You're not the Lone Ranger, Stephen. And now it's crashed. So thoughts on either Yo or Haas? Which way do you go, Andrew?
Haas.
It's the ultimate question.
Haas. I think it's Haas.
Do you agree, Luke?
No, I can't. I'm not betting against the best player in the game. He's the best player.
What if to get Haas you need to make 2 trades, but to get Yo you only have to make 1? Does that alter it?
Well,
I'm just being a bit devil's advocate.
Yeah, probably.
But I think you need Haas. I think you need Haas.
That's what I'm looking at.
You need Haas for the run home.
Which is why Tavanga.
Because you are going to miss out on some big points if you do not have Haas.
But I can understand people going the other way.
Yeah, 100%. Sharps, I sold Lucas for Tino last week. Another one had Crichton and swapped to Tino. Yeah. So I've got 672.
It's unlucky, mate. It's unlucky.
That's a tough one. 672. It's probably just below where you want to be.
Well, it depends.
I wonder if he just...
Does he believe in Preston coming good this week?
Well, he's cheaper than what he normally would be.
What are your thoughts on Williston?
It just depends.
Not with all those guys back.
It's too many pigs, mate.
Yeah.
And Connor Watson's just out of range.
Seven. You say 672?
Yeah, so Preston's your man.
Oh, he could have got Moles as
Liera just out of reach.
He's been punching out big numbers, man.
Hosking, although the bye's
yeah,
coming
but
up.
Nicholson's coming up too, though.
Nicholson's coming up. And then you got a Jack Williams, Brad's man. Yeah, it's tough. Angus Crichton's still available though, so you could just get the man he was going to get.
Probably Angus Charizard.
It's me, no trade worries for me. I'm holding Nwanganitawaze, or do I trade either Edwards, Lomax or Walsh, and then predictions on Galvin for the year? I don't know about that one. I'd probably hold. Andrew?
Marky Mark's been like that.
Yeah, I don't mind Edwards
He's
or
been
Lomax.
down up.
And Walsh, he burnt me early in the year, so I don't mind Edwards or Lomax. And with Lockie, I think, he's going to be all right. Maybe not fantasy relevant throughout the year, but...
I'll go 52 this week, according to Predictor, 45 next week, and then 38 the week after. So
people will look at him.
Yeah. Welcome back, Lukey. Notorious Tash. I'm getting real fed up with Paps. Should I flick him for Lomax? I've still got 7 trades left. Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah. I feel like we spoke about perhaps a couple of weeks ago.
It's unlucky.
It's unlucky, yeah. I mean, they don't want to risk him, right? Like he's...
Clearly.
Every time he looks good too, something just comes up, and you just got to,
Do you think they're just saving him for finals?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Terry Evans, if I flick Colo and Latu, I can get Haas, got 309 left. What's the move? Thinking TDS. That's De Silva.
Yeah, Terry, don't mind it, mate. Don't mind it.
Yeah.
Could be time for Latu.
Could be time.
I think so, yeah.
Made some cash, quick cash, got
Terry,
into 400s.
Terry, a lot of people are thinking the same way as you too, buddy. So I think
it's a good idea.
It's a popular trade, mate.
Adam Stanich of the big guns, who will get a rest late in the season. He risks the Panthers boys having another week off. Sure is.
Sure is.
Sure is.
He played a lot of football over the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Not just this year.
I'd say that it's more than 50%.
Well, Cooper Cronk last night literally copied my take. He literally said, he would not be shocked at all compared to last week if they get another rest down the week, next week.
I think every coach will be trying to rest anyone in their side, even if they didn't play Origin, but they've just been going all year, like Fanua Blake. You know,
but I mean, like,
right? Like,
I think
they do not have the luxury of losing a game. That's the only thing
right now.
But again, as I said before, so the Sharks and the Dolphins have 1 bye left. The other teams, the other teams above them, you probably can get away with it. I think anyone below it, I don't think they can afford it.
Not at the moment, but things change.
That's why I'm saying that the Roosters game and the Manly game this week, you're going to see whoever wins out of those.
Yeah.
So.
Angus Bell just wants to know who's the must-have this week. So, yeah, if I have a look at the predictor and look at the top 5 scores predicted for the round, it's Haas, followed by May, followed by Cleary, followed by Clark, followed by Hudson Young. Just behind him is Zach Hosking. Yeah. Blake Brayley's one we haven't talked about. He's in that top 10 as well.
Well, he's in the form of his life, that's why.
Yeah.
He's really,
745k.
Did you see the breakdown he was running? So at the start of the year, he was only running about 30 metres a game. And now all of a sudden he's running over 100.
I started with him 1 year just because I wanted to save a bit of money. And I'm like, oh, he's good.
Well, he's playing himself into a kangaroo
He
spot.
never had the ups.
But now he does, yeah.
And now he's getting those real high games.
Because he's smart enough. He's just figuring out when the
ceilings change.
He's playing himself into a roost spot, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Chocolate Starfish, hey lads, reckon a Turbo could be a good shout, cheap enough if he starts turning on. Well, he already has been turning.
He's been turning it on, yeah. 60 this week, was it? Yeah.
I don't want to put them on.
And he's still cheap enough to buy.
I don't want to put them on. I want the bloke.
You could buy him until he gets to the 650s.
I don't like talking about it.
It's turbo.
Yeah.
It's turbo. Obviously, it's not 2021 turbo, but it's turbo.
But, mate, he looked good last week.
I'm so happy with that.
The first time this year, well, since the injury, he was actually running.
Yeah.
I just want the bloke to have a bit of luck. Seriously.
And then Riddle asks Edwards or Fogarty, I can shift Campbell to half because he's lost Humphreys. Fogarty's on a bye coming up, but he's pumping out some good scores. I don't mind Edwards, though.
Yeah, I don't mind Edwards. You know what you're going to get.
We're on the way.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with those two. The Keg. What about getting Campbell for Paps? There you go. The Keeg wants to come on the show. All right, that might be a sign. I'm not sure because
Yeah, speak amongst yourselves, guys.
no Tom Leake this week, so maybe that's the sign to wrap it up. But good questions, and make sure you come back next week. I believe we're still on next week.
Yep.
Not sure how many more weeks we're going for.
You tell me, big
well,
man.
we don't know yet. But 4 p.m. Tuesday. Fingers crossed we'll all be here, and if not, NRL.com is a place to be regardless, and we'll definitely get plenty of fantasy content out. Whether we can go live or not remains to be seen, but I'm telling you what, the podcast will stay true until the end of the year. All right, so you heard it here first.
We're staying on.
We're staying on.
Nice
So
and positive.
Listening to
That was getting rather dark there for the last 20 seconds.
you know, the technical.
You know something that we don't. Gee whiz.
The Reaper's just above the camera.
No. Well, and shout out to Stephen and Jacob who have stood up in last moment. They're sort of the, no, I don't want to say Lewis Dodds, that's not really fair. But they're the South Sydney, it's like the South Sydney guys.
Wrap it up, Paulie.
Yeah, and they've really stepped up last minute because we could have been without a show. But yeah, anyway.
Oh,
So
mate.
we're very appreciative, and we just keep on keeping. We are like Souths at the moment. We're falling like flies, but we just keep on keeping.
Keep on keeping them.
All right, Luke Seifleet.
Thanks,
Andrew Mullen.
Paulie.
Thanks so much. I'm Paulie G, and we will see you all week. NRL.com. Stay tuned for that, and back on the podcast next Tuesday. Bye for now.